Hello, good morning, people of God, YouTube family. How are you guys doing? Today on Daily Prophetic, we are going to discuss two pointers. Pointers that we need, which is divine alignment for transit. These are things that has to be fully achieved in order for you to be in transit. These are things that has to be fully, I'm seeing the word ironed. So these garments has to be without wrinkle, ironed out and ready, ordered and decent to be packed in your spiritual suitcase. But there are some things that you may be confused about or be in doubt about, because you are like, you know what? Am I ready for transit? Am I in transit? But we're going to take a step back, and I'm going to encourage you through the Holy Spirit and the instructions that He will give me, that He also already gave me, to help you all with that. So now ask yourself, which test keeps coming back? Because these are things that will disable you from closing your suitcase to be on your way to the airport, because I'm seeing the airport and transit. So these are things that will prevent you from closing your spiritual suitcase, because if they are not achieved, your spiritual suitcase cannot be closed. Okay? So which test keeps coming back? If you recognize that you are being tested, so the attacks are the same, but the form is different, that is something that you need to pay attention to. Why? Because that is a red flag that this specific characteristic or behavior is not yet fully achieved. Now you may say, the same attack came back, but I handled it differently in comparison to the other times. Now, that may be so, but at times the attack is, let me go back. So the attack is coming back because there is something in your behavior or your characteristics that has not been achieved. So the attack will keep coming back until everything has been achieved in that specific behavior or characteristics. For example, let's say you suffer from anxiety. So you are anxious. When the attacks come, you are anxious and you can't focus. You're questioning if God is really in this thing with you. You can't figure, you don't understand why He would even send such to you. That attack is testing, it is an attack of anxiety, but it is testing your faith in God. So your faith in God has to be fully achieved. I'm seeing the iron again. It has to be ironed out. It is not supposed to have any wrinkle in it. It has to be fully achieved. Right? So when your faith in God is fully achieved through that attack of anxiety, then another attack in a different form using anxiety will come forth again. But this attack in specific from anxiety now will check your trust in God, and it has to be ironed out without spot or wrinkle in order to be placed in your spiritual suitcase. So which meaning that you cannot just place your clothes as they are in your suitcase They have to be washed, clean, and ironed out before ironed out. The Holy Spirit, how he's explaining to me, mean fully achieved. So if they are not fully achieved, that means that you have not, your garment is not ironed out. That specific behavior or characteristic is not ironed out because it is not fully achieved. So I hope you all understand that. So check these things out. And if you guys need any help, feel free to email me about these particular things that I'm explaining, and I will set up an appointment accordingly with you all so that we can speak about it personally, not on email. So you would explain to me on email, and then we will set up a call appointment, and then we will go from there, okay? And I will help you according to how the Spirit of God leads. Is the place you are aligned with the prophetic word that God gave you? Remember, I explained that the Holy Spirit gave me the example, and God enlightened my vision and showed me the phase. God might be at phase 3 with you, just giving an example, but mentally you are already in phase 6. God spoke the prophetic word over you that you're going to be a supervisor. And in your mind, you are already thinking of the organization that you want to be a supervisor at. You are already thinking of the persons that you will look down at being prideful when you get that position. So you are way ahead of God, because it might be the place that you have in your mind way ahead of God is not the place he's going to place you in to be a supervisor. God has to work on you to disable that spirit of pridefulness from you in order to give you what he has for you. So you understand? Thank you, Holy Spirit, for that example. So you guys understand that. So those are the 2 pointers that I wanted to share with you all, that the Holy Spirit highlighted to me that he wants me to bring forth, of course, through God, to you all. So you guys take care and you be blessed until next time.